The Wood County Sheriff's Office is currently investigating the UTV accident in Mineral Wells that happened nearly 2 weeks ago that resulted in 2 people dead. In a statement given by Sheriff Woodyard, the deputies on scene were aware of an off-duty Parkersburg police officer who was involved in the accident, and following protocol, they notified the shift commander immediately. The Wood County crash team was not called to the scene in order to not involve officers from the department that were on the team. The investigation on the crash is being done solely by the Sheriff's Office. According to Parkersburg Police Chief Matthew Board, they are conducting an internal affairs investigation within that department. Woodyard stated they have been transparent and they will continue to investigate the incident based off of the facts. Woodyard encourages anyone who has any information on this incident to turn it in to the investigators.